Our driving research question: how does technology control everyday life for different generations? By 2020, the Internet of Everything has the potential to connect 50 billion people, processes, and things. Here are 3 interviews of one person from each generation of a family.
My name is James Ellis Boyd. I'm 71.
Tammy Boyer, I'm 45.
Corinne McMichael, 20 years old.
How did you receive your daily news?
Newspaper and mail.
The radio.
TV.
What was your first personally owned digital device and how old were you?
Digital device probably was my cell phone. 70 years old.
Digital, we had analog. Like, television was even analog. Now everything is digital. Like, the televisions are digital, and back in the day they weren't. So, I had a cell phone. I had a bag cell phone. It was a cell phone, but it was in this big bag. And you actually picked it up, it had a cord to it, and you would drive down the road. I'm probably 18.
My little mini pay-as-you-go singular cell phone. I was 11 years old.
How did you get in touch with your family and friends then?
I'd have to talk to them before I left school.
When I was young, we actually had the telephone in the house, on the side of the wall. Okay. So you had to use that to call your friends.
If it wasn't through my mama, it was on the phone. Okay. Or maybe a few text messages to like my other 11-year-old friends who had cell phones.
And now?
By telephone.
Cell phone?
Phone call,
I text you.
Every way possible. Text message, phone calls, FaceTime, Twitter, Instagram. I'm usually not Instagram. But sometimes Facebook, absolutely Facebook.
How many hours a week do you spend on the internet?
Oh, I don't do the internet.
Probably 3 hours total a day, I would think, between work and going home and checking stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, add Scandal in there, and it's 2 extra hours a day.
Like 5 hours a day.
Okay.
That's awful. Because I'm on especially with Netflix, it goes up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to further our research, so we surveyed 100 people the same questions. How did you receive your daily news? In this graph, as you can see, TV has been and remained as one of the main sources to receive news. But as we can tell in today's society, social media has increased in popularity and has become one of the primary mediums to receive news. How did you get in touch with your friends and family in the past, which is on the left, versus now, which is on the right? We can compare how people used to get in touch in the past versus now by noticing the use of phone calls has diminished throughout the years, while text messages has skyrocketed in today's society. The amount of face-to-face interaction back then was at a reasonable amount, whereas now face-to-face interaction is the lowest bar on the graph. How many hours a week do you spend on the internet? Our society is relying more on the use of internet and is becoming harder to avoid it because society is becoming more dependent of it, which why a majority amount of people are spending 11 to 20 plus hours on the internet daily. We wanted to confirm our research by gathering information from reliable sources. Born around the time the PC was introduced, 20% began using computers between the ages of 5 and 8. Virtually all students under 32 were using computers by the time they were 16 to 18 years of age. Computer usage is even higher among today's children. Among children ages 8 to 18, 96% have gone online, 74% have access at home, and 61% use the internet on a typical day. In general, older adults tend to express less interest in technology and use less variety of technology than younger adults, which affects how prevalent technology is for older users. With that in mind, 55% of adults access the internet via their mobile phone, and adults under 50 years old are just as likely to use mobile internet access as teenagers. In conclusion, after all of our research and experiments, we have determined that the digital divide is an issue still today, but is quickly vanishing. It was a very eye-opening project that helped us gain a better understanding of digital literacy and how technology plays an important part in our lives.